Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Ian and I'm a sign language interpreter from Indonesia. In this video, I want to talk about a topic that is quite important, especially here in Indonesia. It's about why I personally believe that formal sign language classes should be taught by deaf people. Now, I'm not claiming to know everything. Honestly, I don't know the exact policy or strong academic reason behind this in Indonesia. And in some other countries, hearing people do teach sign language and maybe that works well for them. But today, I will share my personal reasons based on experience. First, let me be honest. I don't know the legal or institutional rules that say sign language must be taught by deaf people. I have seen in some countries like in the US or parts of Europe that hearing people sometimes become sign language instructors. I don't know how the dynamic works there, but in Indonesia, there is an unwritten understanding among many in the community that learning from deaf people is the best way to truly understand sign language. And I strongly agree with that, based on what I have seen, felt, and experienced myself. The first reason is this: sign language in Indonesia is highly diverse. There are many different ways to sign the same word, depending on the region. Sometimes the differences are very small, just a hand movement or direction, but sometimes they are completely different. If you learn only from a textbook or even from a hearing teacher, you may only learn one version of that sign. But deaf people, they live with this language every day. They know the different variations, they have seen them used in real life, and they know how to adapt when traveling from one province to another. That is something you can only learn through interaction with deaf signers. The second reason is about the language structure. Many people assume that sign language follows the same grammar as spoken Indonesian. You know, subject, verb, object, adverb. But actually, sign language doesn't come from the audio world. It comes from the visual world, a world that uses hands, facial expression, and body movements to communicate. Hearing people like us are used to processing meaning through sound. But when you learn sign language directly from deaf people, you begin to shift your thinking from hearing to seeing. And that is so powerful. It's not just learning signs, it's learning a whole new way of perceiving and expressing language. Maybe some of you are thinking, wouldn't it be easier to learn from a hearing teacher who can explain things clearly in spoken language? And yes, in theory, maybe it is easier to understand explanations that way, but here is what usually happens. When someone learns sign language from a hearing teacher and then meets a deaf person for the first time, they panic, they freeze, and they forget everything they learned. I have seen this many times. Why? Because they have never been exposed to real interaction with deaf people. That's why learning directly from deaf teachers matters, because you get used to the way deaf people communicate, the rhythm, the pace, and the expressions. You get used to being in the deaf world even just a little. When we learn any language, whether it's English, Japanese, or sign language, the best way to learn is immersion and repetition. You have to be around the language, you have to practice with real users of that language. That is how we learn naturally, not just from books or theories, but from consistent interaction. If you want to be fluent in sign language, you need to sign often with deaf people. You need to get used to it, make mistakes, learn again, and repeat. That is how real language learning happens. So in conclusion, I'm not saying that hearing people cannot help in the learning process, but I believe with all my heart that deaf people should be at the center when we talk about teaching sign language, especially in formal education. They are the native users, they hold the culture, and they know how this language really works in real life. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. I will see you in the next video. Bye.